So, yeah, all the neighbors have appreciated this redo more. They've all been excited.
The ones you did the lawn?
Yeah, I did the lawn for the neighbor across the street. Can you tell the difference?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's worth it though, for your sake, I mean, for a selfish motive, just to help the neighbors out sometimes. What's that going to cost you? Yeah, for $200 I got a landscaper to totally go through, trim the bushes, mow her yard. And now she's on the regular mow thing with him, put him on a schedule. So she is so excited because everything's looking so good around here. She wants to do her yard, keep her yard up. She goes, I'm the one that's been holding everything down and I want to do my part now. And that's sweet. So it's been nice to make an impression on the neighborhood. That what you did, you put so much into it that you made a difference. That feels really good. Funny though, yeah, I had a problem cutting loose on the money for staging, and I believe in it so much. I was like, can't believe, Dan, you have an issue with staging. Get over it. But it kind of helped me understand a little bit more about what clients go through. It's like, is this really necessary? There was a herd of cats in the office and it stunk so bad. It stunk so bad. We walked through this house, Jennifer and I had to, how did I say this? I made a plea to go to the backyard. I think I need to see it's time to go look at the backyard because the smell was so bad.
Gag reflex.
And the bathrooms were so horrible at that point, I didn't even want to go in the bathrooms. It's hard to believe that you can have such a transition. But I believed in the bones of this place. It was like good bones. And that neighbor, actually both these side neighbors, had a lot to play with me buying this as well. Had their houses not been as nice, I wouldn't have done it.
I guess when you primer underneath paint, it helps get rid of smells like...
We used kills for the whole house. We painted kills on the walls, the floor, and the ceiling.
What's kills?
Kills is a odor. It stops the odor from emitting from wherever you paint it. So it's a little bit more than a primer. It actually has some chemicals in it to fight odor and stuff. So you can paint that in a house with mold and stuff like that, and it just takes that smell right away. So yeah, we did that to the whole house. Like right when we got it, we did that before we even did any demo work.
How many flips have you done?
4 maybe. I haven't done a ton. I've been a part of a lot. I've had investors that have helped stage and talk about what I would do. So it feels like I've done like 20 of them, but of my very own, I've only done 4 of my very own, without a partner, nothing, just my own. And when you do this every day and it's what you do, you know what sells and you know what the objections are and you know where to put your focus.
Yep.
I could have spent $15,000 on that driveway that would got me nothing.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, I would have liked to have done it, would have felt good to do it, but it wasn't going to get me $15,000 back. Yeah, picking where you draw the line and where you don't those are doors, hardware, lighting.
Now, landscaping like you did, I mean, you did everything.
I did it all myself.
And that's something I think people would skimp on too.
Yeah. You know what? And I'll say I spent on all the plants about $1,000 is all. Now I bought it, no, I paid attention to what I was buying. I didn't just go buy. But when it went in the ground and it's all done around and everything looks the way it does, you're right. That's not a skimpy little landscape. It's a very full. I brought rocks in that I got off our property on 5 acres at home. I had to get all kinds of weird ways to get. I had a tractor, lifted the rocks up, put them on box truck, just far enough in the box truck so I could try to slide them out, put them on the head of the Tommy lift. I backed the truck up, and I got those rocks in place by doing that. Seeing that sod go in was like, oh, it was so pretty. And just to know what that backyard looked like before, you'll see. I'll have before and after pictures, and you'll just go, wow. Yeah, I feel it's, and in this situation with this neighborhood and how it's helped the neighbors and how they feel about it, I don't know, I feel really good about it. There goes Bonnie and Steve. They're the neighbors with the RV.
They're so nice.
They're super nice. Bonnie, she was a doll. She would call, Dan, hey, is someone who was supposed to be here? This is before it was listed. She was my little guard dog. She was wonderful. And then to help the gal across, she has epilepsy. And so she's had attacks. And so that's why she let her yard go down. And, a lot of other stories there. But so she gets on the phone with me and she goes, well, why are you willing to, what are you trying to do to, she was real suspicious. Why would I do this? I go, I've got a really good selfish motive. I own the property across the street and I'm going to sell it. And if this yard looks better, my yard looks better. There's the mystery. And it was a good deed. Everybody wins, right?
Yep.
Everybody wins. I've had a few nights I've driven home feeling really good about this.
That's awesome. How long did it take, by the way, to do this?
That's a good question. This, actually between the subs working and me, I'd say it was a 3.5 month project. I have good people and a lot, I grew up in construction and I grew up learning the trades, so I did a lot myself on this house. Like I did all the batten siding. I did all the trim around the windows. I just did all that. I know how to do it. And I didn't have to wait for somebody. See, that's another thing. The more subs you do, the more waiting you're doing. And if you're scheduling and there's a hiccup and they get bumped, now they need an extra 2 weeks because they have something else to fill in there, and so it really gets your schedule goofed up. Like all the tile work I did in here, floors, bathtub, around the kitchen, all of that. I did all the millwork, installed the millwork, trim, installed the blinds, installed the carpet.
You still got it done in 12 weeks.
Still got it done in 12 weeks and still sold real estate as well. I got a real job. I have a real. But and so to put this on video meant a lot to me because I was like, there's been so many houses that I've worked on and transformed that I didn't take the time to show off. I wish I did. I kind of look back going, man, there's some houses that we really made look good. Changing a few lighting fixtures and then staging sometimes goes a long way. And I don't think a lot of people put enough onus on staging your outside. The outside's just as important as inside. And most people will have so much vegetation growing up around their house. When you take the front picture, you only got is the door and maybe a garage. And all the houses, you've got vegetation covering up your view from your windows. And people over time, they don't even know what's happening. People want to buy a house, not a garden. They want the house to have a garden, but they don't want to buy Sherwood Forest. So when you can show off the architecture of the house, pre-Superman.